All right, everyone, so we're gonna start with our bunny that is going to be inside of our lantern. Every season I like to decorate a lantern because I really think that interior design, it's really about the details, and I love to give you guys ideas in the details in your interior design. So we're gonna do a beautiful lantern for my server, and I want to point out that this is a floral arrangement that we did for our Valentine's lantern. If you guys didn't see the Valentine's lantern, it had a beautiful rose arrangement in here with a beautiful heart. Well, I'm going to do something very simple. I'm gonna just take the foam that I put on my Valentine's. I'm gonna grab one of these dollar store containers that fits just perfectly inside of this bunny. You could also do it in here, but if you wanted to do fresh flowers, all you need is this tiny little container that goes in here. So I recommend to look for one, and look, it's going to fit right in. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy like that, and I'm gonna put that into the bunny. And how cute does that look already? It was super simple. Then what I'm going to do is I have right here my wire cutters. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a rose right here, and I'm going to do a really tight pave bouquet of flowers. And I have some of these roses, some of these really, I think this is baby's breath, and then some real touch tulips. Now, what I do want to explain to you guys is you do have to have some kind of accent flower to kind of do like fly away so it looks more natural. And because I already spent my money on my bunny, then I'm gonna use all flowers that I already had. They came from various places, but you know, flowers nowadays, you can find them just about anywhere. So I really recommend to go out and buy flowers. I like to get mine from all kind of places like Shinoda, Walmart, even the dollar store. I think these flowers, actually, these particular roses came from the dollar store. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert a rose. I'm gonna go ahead and insert one of these tulips. I'm gonna put one right here in the back. And look how cute is that? And then I like to add an accent flower like this one. What I like about this one is because it already has a little bit of boxwood, which is going to give it a little more greenery. Look at that, how cute is that? So I'm going to flip-flop from rose to tulip, and we're just gonna give him a really cute arrangement. And I really recommend to just cut these ones a little short. If you have a pick machine and if you want it to be permanent because you're selling it, then just go ahead and pick it, use a little bit of glue. But you know, here at Ramon at home, we're always recycling flowers. I'm gonna add one right here. Look how adorable is that? Are you guys having fun with this spring season? I am having so much fun showing you interior design ideas, decorating ideas, DIYs for your daily home decor, and I'm just having a blast doing this for you, and I really hope that you're enjoying it. All right, so I have a few more that I'm going to add. So I have two tulips right here. The secret here is just to alternate your flowers, basically. I'm gonna add tulips. I'm gonna spin it my way so I can see what I'm doing. See, you put a tulip right there, and then you'll add a rose to fill in. And how sweet! I just love this combination of pink and this Tiffany blue, so that's why I wore a pink shirt and a Tiffany blue jacket today, just to kind of match my home decor. And I'm gonna add a few accents of this dainty flower. How fun was that, you guys? No rhyme or reason, and just go ahead in between the flowers with your accent flower. And look how adorable is this. Look at this bunny just holding this super adorable bouquet of flowers. So the next step is going to be to get the lantern ready, and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. All right, everyone, so our next project is going to be so much fun because I'm going to do a beautiful swag that is going to go on top of our lantern. And I'm going to get started real quick. It's going to be super easy. Now, the number one step, and you guys have clocked me on my last project, is to remove the tags. Sometimes I'm just in such a hurry that I forget to take the tags off, and then you guys clock me on it. Now, the other step that I want you to do next is to grab these branches and just go ahead and twist them, give them a little character, because when they come out of the box, they look like that, but look how much more product you get just by fluffing your stems. So it's not really tedious because it takes literally a second to do it. Just get a little bent, and then also keep in mind that when they are outside, they're growing in the tree, they don't grow all in one way. They are always twisting and turning, and that's what gives the trees a lot of character. So as you guys can see, it doesn't really take a lot of time, and also what it's going to do is going to look fuller, so it's going to give you a lot more room to play. All right, so I have 4 of these beautiful pink blooms. I have one that is going to be my base. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna point down. You guys probably have seen me do this before. And what I'm going to is I'm gonna go ahead and add this pink one here first. Now remember, this is your core right here. Never let go of your core, and that's where we're gonna bend for our lantern, okay? So, and also your core is where we're gonna tie with a zip tie. So I'm gonna go ahead and add one going up, never letting go of my core. And I want it to be really full on the bottom, so I'm going to attach a few more of this right here, and I'm gonna put one right here on the back, like that. Not so full on the top, but fuller on the bottom. Then I have two hydrangeas that I'm going to attach, one right here. And you can just let your stems hang down. You can cut them if you like. I'll probably cut a few of them, but I do like the character of the stems because they look like floral stems. So I'm gonna add one right here, one going up, one going down. And I have some of these beautiful, beautiful wax flowers from Shinoda Design Center. And I'm just gonna go ahead and add one here on the top. And I'm gonna meet another one right here. And remember, what happens on the left happens on the right. So if you insert a flower right here to your right, then go to the left or opposite. I'm gonna add this wax flower right here. And so basically this is our floral, and it has some of the white on the top, a lot of the white on the bottom, same with the pink, a lot of the pink on the bottom, because this is where it's going to curve. So I'm gonna grab a zip tie and I'm gonna go ahead and attach my core right here. If you are a crafter or a DIYer, or if you are into interior design and decor, really do get yourself the biggest bag of zip ties, because especially during the holidays, you're really gonna need them. And just pull really tight, and with my wire cutters, I am going to cut this right here. And I'm gonna put this aside. I'm gonna get my ribbons ready to make a beautiful bow, and I'll be right back with you. All right, everyone, so I'm going to start with the Tiffany blue, and I'm gonna give it a smaller tail. I want it to be probably about 1 foot long, and remember, you only get about three yards, I believe. So I'm gonna make a smaller bow. I really want the flowers to be the focal point, and oh my gosh, look how gorgeous this ribbon is. I absolutely love this color. It is one of my favorite blues. If you guys know me, you know that I love blue and white, but this Tiffany blue is just absolutely exquisite looking. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna do a 4. I'm gonna do 5. About the same, and I'm gonna leave this as my other tail. And actually, I'm gonna come in with this plaid, and I'm gonna do a longer tail just like that one. And I'm gonna introduce this ribbon right here. If you guys want more details on how to make a bow, I do have a video on how to make 3 types of bows. The music is really loud. I'm gonna link it up right now, right here, and also in the description box below. But it really is jam-packed with information. That was one of my first videos that I did, and the music is extremely loud. So I really apologize, but once again, you do get to learn how to make 3 types of bows. All right, so I have 2. I think I'm gonna do a 3rd one. I'm only gonna do 3 loops of this, and to bring in the flowers. And I'm gonna cut right here. You know what? I'm gonna do one more because the ribbon's almost done. So I leave it up to you if you wanna continue to do loops and tails, but look how beautiful this is going to look. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave this long tail. That's gonna be the longest tail. Then I'm gonna grab one of these pipe cleaners. That's another thing that you guys, I talked to you on my haul on the live, you know, I really do recommend to save yourself some money on these inexpensive ribbons for every season, whether it's Valentine's, Easter, Mardi Gras, whatever other celebrations. Just go ahead and invest in the good ribbons for the holiday season. I do think the fall and Christmas are the holidays that we keep up the most, so therefore I like to invest a little bit more on those. And then for holidays like this, because this and Valentine's and Mardi Gras are things that are just up for a few days, so why spend a whole bunch of money when you can save that money to invest it for Christmas? All right, so now I'm gonna bring my swag, and look how gorgeous this is going to be. So pretty. All right, so now I'm gonna tie it together. I get so excited. I know it's ridiculous, but I just love it. All right, so I'm gonna tie very tight right here. Now, before I install this on the lantern and show you what it looks like, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna tie these 2 right here. All right, so now that you guys seen what that looks like on the door, I want to show you the lantern all put together. And to do that, I'm going to go ahead and open this bag of moss that I got from Walmart. And I think Walmart really does have the best selection of moss, and then also the least expensive for the price. So what I've done is I went ahead and put this little stand right here. And what I'm going to do is cover it with this moss. Sorry if I disappear. I'm going to give you my bag so I can go ahead and put all this moss. So what I want to do is try to cover this stand right here. And just go ahead and rip this moss. It kind of makes a mess, but it's so worth it. All right, I think that's all we need. Then what we do is we go in here and then we just place it. Try and cover this guy as much as we can with this moss, like that. Perfect. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add my bunny inside, facing the corner like that. I'm gonna put it like this. How cute! And I'm gonna close my door. Then I'm gonna grab my swag that we put on the door and I'm gonna give it, I went ahead and attach another pipe cleaner to make it longer to go around the top. And I'm gonna grab it right here and I'm gonna give it a bend like this. Grab my pipe cleaner and I'm gonna go around the top. Just go ahead and attach this guy right here. All right, everyone, for our next Easter DIY, what we're going to do is we're going to put a lantern together. If you've been following the channel, you know that I love to decorate a lantern for any holiday, whether it's Christmas, fall, Halloween, Easter, Thanksgiving, you name it. We put a lantern together to give you options and show you how easy it really is to decorate your home for any celebration. So what I did is I grabbed a terracotta pot at Walmart and then I went ahead and put some foam inside of it, and then I cover the foam with moss. You guys know that the mechanics is very important. So next what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make sure that it's all very well packed and it just looks like our bunny, that is a glittered bunny. He came from one of those door hanging signs from, I don't even remember where, but at this point you can use any bunny, you can use an Easter egg, you can use anything that you want to display on your lantern. Just make sure that you put your bunny inside of it. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna drop my bunny, and I have to be careful because this is really tall. And I wanna make sure that it's in the middle and that it's kind of facing you. Then I have all of these Easter eggs that I'm going to drop right here without covering the bunny. And sorry if it is too loud, but you know, that's just what we do here. Making sure that those Easter colors really do show in our lantern. Look how cute this is, and how easy. You basically just dropping all of these Easter eggs into our lantern. Hey, that was a good catch. All right, so I'm gonna add that one in the back. Actually, I don't like the way this one looks right here, so I'm gonna move it pretty over to this side. Perfect. All right, so that's going to be the inside of it. As you guys can see, easy as 1, 2, 3. But it would not be a Ramon at home decorated lantern if it's not, oh my gosh, doesn't want to close. There you go. If it's not decorated on the top. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a cute little swag together that is super easy. We're going to use 2 white flowers. We're going to use a bow that I already made with the same ribbon that we've been using. And we're going to use some of the same pink cherry blossoms. And then one of these magnolias from Target. These are flowers I already had laying around. Like I said, I really don't want to spend a lot of money unless I have to. And so because I already had all of these things, I'm going to go ahead and use them. So I recommend you do that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold right here. That's going to be our core. But I want to bring up one of these really beautiful dangly flowers to the top. So basically just bend it up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of my beautiful cherry blossoms, and remember the cores right here, you never let go of that because that's where you're going to attach all of your flowers. So I'm gonna attach right there, and then I'm gonna grab one and I'm gonna bring it from the back without letting go. And you want to kind of measure Why? Because remember, it has to bend backwards a little bit. Then I'm gonna grab this one right here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add a flower to kind of anchor it all together here on the top. And then I'm gonna go up, insert up, going up, another one right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab one of my trusty zip ties, and I'm gonna zip tie all of these together right here. And you wanna make sure that you tie it really tight so it doesn't come crashing down. Zip tying with one hand is kind of difficult, but basically you just pull like this. And then what you wanna do is you wanna cut the excess of your zip tie like that. And at this point, you kind of want to bend your flowers. You want to make sure that you have that beautiful dangly flower that dangs down like this. And then you're going to introduce your bow right here. And with a wire, you just go all the way to the back and attach. And look how easy, you guys. This is literally minutes. There is no science to it. Like this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this right here sideways, making sure that it's really tight. Now I'm gonna have to fluff because I'm not seeing. Then I wanna give you a trick. I left really long tails because I want to cover the back. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and cover all of that by swirling some of this ribbon like this, and then you bring it forward. I'm gonna spin it around to me so I can attach. Oh, that is cute. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you have all of your elements showing. Make sure that you bend them, and that's one thing about silk flowers. You can really bend and get most of your bang for your buck, like this. And then with this longer tail, what you want to do is you want to give it a little loop like this. And then you grab over here, and then you tie a cute little knot. So it looks like the wind just tied it on some of the stems, like this. And then you want to make sure that you fluff your knot with all of your design looking forward, and you bend some of your flowers like this. Fluff your bow, making sure all of your flowers are showing. And just like that, you have yourself a beautifully designed and decorated lantern for Easter. What do you think? All right, you guys, so I figure I show you what the end result of the lantern is. And I just love to see the glitter bunny in the grass, and then also the flowers on the top and the beautiful bow just really tie in with all of the eggs that we put inside. And I think it really is the perfect harmony for this server table that I have right here in my dining room. I did have to mention that I forgot to tell you how to add the lilac, but we did add some of the lilac to go with the rest of our arrangements, so they're very cohesive. I cannot wait to read your comments, so let me know, what do you think? Now I'm gonna show you my last spring DIY that is going to be a lantern. So the things we're going to need is, I'm gonna use 2 of the same picks with carrots. I'm gonna use 2 white flowers. I'm gonna use a little bit of moss, a little dollop of moss. I'm also gonna be using a stem with white florals, a bolt of ribbon, the same ribbon that we use on the wreath. I'm gonna use a cute little bunny that I attach a cute little butterfly on it, and a zip tie. It's going to be so easy, so let's get started. The very first thing I need to do is open my lantern, and what I wanna do is I wanna create a little nest of moss towards the bottom to cover some of that, and so it looks like our bunny is sitting in the grass. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in Sophia, making sure that her butterfly, I'll fix it in a second, but making sure that she sits on this grass, and also make sure that her butterfly shows on her little ear, because that's the whole point of it. So I'm gonna put it right there, and then I'm going to close my lantern, making sure that I secure it very well. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring all of my elements that I'm gonna be needing for my swag. And you guys have seen me do this before, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of this excess of stem because it's very long and it kinda is on the way. So basically what you have is this shorter stem, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to push some of it up so it hangs down on my lantern, as you guys can see. All right, so next what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab one of these carrot picks or bundles, and I'm gonna put one going up, and then I'm gonna put one going down, as you can see right here. Never letting go of your core. Remember, this is the core. And so now I'm gonna introduce the bigger flower going up, and then my smaller flower going down, and that's what's gonna give it the curvature. So you wanna make sure that you play with this, and so all of your elements show, but remember, we're gonna fluff it at the end because that's what we always do. And then I'm gonna grab one of these zip ties, and I'm gonna zip tie all of these together. And this is how quick and easy it really is to make a statement for spring in your home, and also to let you know your DIYs do not have to be cheesy looking, but they can look cute and expensive without having to spend a whole bunch of money. So I'm gonna make sure that I tie this really, really tight like this, and I'm gonna cut the excess. So I'm gonna put it down because I wanna grab a bow that I have already pre-made using the exact same ribbon that we used earlier. And so basically just give it a fluff like this, and then I'm gonna open the wire that I used with to tie it, and then I'm gonna put that right here in the middle, and I'm gonna pull really, really tight like this, and I'm gonna spin it around. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach with this wire, I'm gonna attach to my lantern right here, making sure that I attach all of it, and then we're gonna give it a little fluff because you usually have to first attach and then fluff. Thumbs up if you guys are enjoying these spring DIYs, and I cannot wait to come back with a brand new batch. Remember, we're uploading brand new videos every Sunday in order to inspire you to create something beautiful. So I'm gonna spin it to me because I wanna see how is Sophia doing in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this longer tail, and I'm gonna bring it up here, and I'm gonna give it a little swirl so it looks like it got attached, and then also creates another loop right here. And then this shorter one, I'm going to go ahead and take it to the other side. So there's some ribbon going on each side of our lantern like this. And at this point, what you wanna do is you wanna go ahead and fluff your carrots to make sure that you see most of them. Let me see over on this side. Perfect, like this. And just like that, you have a beautiful, super easy spring DIY for anywhere in your home. What do you guys think?